around women. And so we want to highlight that as we prepare to get started tonight. I also don't want to offend anybody, but it is National Black Entrepreneurship Month. And so we want to bring awareness to as many families as we can about the power of entrepreneurship. And this is a room for everybody, for anybody. But tonight is for the ladies. And I want to get the room started with a little bit of music, guys, for about a minute and 50 seconds. And immediately after that, I'm going to highlight a special guest tonight. And then after that, we're going to share this information. We won't be in here long. Please feel free to grab something to write with and write on. And welcome to the room.
Yeah, yeah. Welcome to the room where vision meets execution, where bosses build legacy. Business in black, yeah, we building the stack, turning vision into profit and we keep it intact. Boss moves only, yeah, we staying on track. If it's legacy talk, we in business in black. Yeah. Started with a dream and a plan in my hand. Now we teaching entrepreneurs how to stand. Multiple streams, yeah, the blueprint is back. Ownership mindset, that's business in black. We building wealth, yeah, we raising the bar, turning small ideas into $1,000,000 stars. If you ready for the move and you ready to act, welcome to the room, business in black, yeah, business in black, yeah, we building the stack, turning vision into profit and we keep it intact. Boss moves only, yeah, we staying on track. If it's legacy talk, we in business in black. Legacy, ownership, power moves, go, business in black.
All right, ladies and gents, because I know I got a few in here. Listen, welcome to the room. Welcome to Business in Black. We are super excited about this nationwide movement where we are empowering people to build big business, to go out, to create legacy. We're super excited about what we're doing and the impact that we're having nationwide. And tonight's edition is a special edition. This is all about, I'm sorry, this is all about the women, right? And why is this about the women? Because we know that right now, women are the fastest growing sector as it relates to the entrepreneur space. And so we want to make sure that we give women room to grow, to thrive, and to prosper. And we're going to talk about even more so what those economic projections look like for us in just the next 4 years. So if you're here, please grab something to take notes with on, because we may share something that is a first for you. Maybe you didn't know it. And maybe even if this is not for you, make sure you share this with other people. Make sure that if this isn't a fit for you, that you get the word out there that there is a community of women that's playing no games when it comes to building wealth, leveling up, scaling businesses. And tonight I want to start by dropping some party hats in the chat, guys, because we have another queen who has said, you know what? I don't want to be a solopreneur. I want to be able to bring my skill set, my business acumen into a community whereby I can receive support and I can go out there and make a big impact while making a big income. And this young lady hails from Illinois. Her mentor, Miss Natasha Powell, is a force to be reckoned with. So I already know that they're getting ready to turn the state of Illinois inside, outside, upside down, as Dr. Seuss would say. She is a powerhouse already in the financial services space for over 3 years. This lady has been helping people to protect and build their legacy through the space of insurance. Listen, if you're an insurance professional here, put an I in the chat. But she saw this platform and she said, listen, these are the missing pieces. And I'm not going to put words in her mouth, but as we prepare to get started with tonight, I want to just take a moment and open up the floor for this queen who I've already developed a fond respect for. She's a self-starter, she's a go-getter, and she's a visionary. She is Miss Sharon Mays, and she is launching her business tonight. So y'all like to chat up with some party hats. If you could, Miss Mays, just tell us a little bit about what you saw with this movement, why it made sense for you, and just thank your guests that are on tonight to help you celebrate, Queen.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me. This has been a tremendous ride, as you stated that I'm already in the financial services business as a insurance agent strategist. I like to call myself, but it was something. This opportunity when I saw this. Let me just say first. I have helped people pretty much most of my life. I'm a hard worker. And hard work is good, but when I saw this particular opportunity, th- this was something that um, I had issues with, I struggled with. And so I'm like, well, if I have issues with it, if I've struggled with it, then other people certainly have done the same thing. I am a business owner as well. So when you see opportunities like this, you have to understand that if you don't, sometimes you don't have um, 10 days to pray about it or 15 days to do this or whatever. You have to take the opportunity at the time when the opportunity comes, because if you don't take that opportunity will be picked up by somebody else. And although I didn't, you know, I felt that this platform would be very supportive for me in what I'm already doing. So I'm like, well, I'm going to share this with everybody that I know. And that's what I do. I'm not, I'm not a gatekeeper, but I like to share the opportunities with people that I know that it can help. So I just know I'm at the right place at the right time. And I know that this has been and will be this is a divine opportunity. And, sometimes it don't make sense, but it definitely make faith. So I don't know what else to say other than I'm in it, I'm moving, I'm doing it. And I just thank all the people that I shared with to come on tonight. I know I'll probably have another lunch, but because some people just told me that they were not able to make it, but I am so thankful for the ones that are here because they know I am my true, authentic, genuine self. I don't know any other way to bring it but to bring it real and bring it transparent. So thank you guys, and I'm looking forward to the rest of this training.
All right. Well, listen, y'all, drop some fire symbols in the chat for Miss Sharon Mays, because I'm going to tell you, she said it made sense, right? And so this is one of the things, guys, that will be for many of you, especially if you have a wealth mindset, it'll be a no-brainer, right? And so we don't want to force, we don't want to coerce. If you're in this room tonight, whether you're here to support, whether you're here to gain some information, I heard her say that even as a business owner, there were some things that she needed help with. So this is a community where there is no gatekeeping. We're all about each one teach one. So welcome to Business in Black, the Femme edition. So this is all about the women tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I got a few fellas in the room, but I gotta say this. What we are doing with this movement is going to disrupt the space of finance. So when you're thinking about anybody in any lane of finance or thinking about getting in finances, because this is the way that wealthy people have built wealth, right? What we've done is condense information to one lane where no matter what you are seeking to do financially, you can find it within this ecosystem. Particularly for those that believe in the power of entrepreneurship and wealth building, we're showing people how to get out of the red, the negative, the overdrawn accounts. Even if you don't own a business yet, you probably have bounced a check or two somewhere in your life, right? Your finances, your personal credit may not be there. So we're showing people how not to be bleeding all the time, but how to live a financially life that's thriving in the black, and thus the name Business in Black. So we are for every race, every color. It's an economic, somebody put that in the chat, economic. This is an economic vessel that God has given us to be able to go out here and give people access, right? We're going to talk about access to what in a little bit, to be able to show people how to create financial freedom from the comfort of your home. Now, if you're on the line and you're like I was when I first got started, y'all, I was a struggling social worker. I knew nothing about finances. I mean, literally knew nothing. I had no financial compass. I grew up in the project. Nobody ever taught me anything about financial literacy. And I didn't know what to do. I just know I needed help. And I'm like Sharon, when you talk about sometimes you can labor and pray in and pray in and pray in it, but sometimes the door is just open. And April 21st, 2017, I saw the opportunity to get in this space, and I'm so glad I did, because I was able to meet so many amazing individuals, people who were like, let me grab you by the hand and bring you up. And this your girl who had a 500 credit score, learned how to build and protect her credit. She learned how to leverage her credit. This little project chick learned how to be a serial entrepreneur, how to leverage the bank money, how to go out and teach about wealth. And so I can tell you, no matter where you are on this line tonight, if you're in the starting stages, if you're just dreaming about one day having a better life, even if you're already highly successful, we have people who have partnered with Business in Black that are already multimillionaires. Okay. So whether you the, single mom at home, sis, you raising 3 babies trying to figure it out, on a part-time job here and a part-time job there, or whether you're on this line and you're like, you've held a a C-level corporate executive position. It doesn't matter. This is a community for all of us. And so as you can see here, there are so many businesses that have already said yes, but what holds us together are the two platforms you see in the middle. Boat funding gives us access. Somebody drop access in the chat. Boat funding gives us access to 200 banks that we wouldn't otherwise have, where we would have to go down to the bank, sit with a teller, get embarrassed because we're not quite there, not be told what to do to get ready, just no, I can't do it, or no, 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 no. And so it gives us the access, but Freedom Path also gives us the excess. It gives us the ability to make sure our assets are protected. It gives us the ability to make sure we have a great credit score, to make sure that we understand and have access to wealth building tools. And so we're super grateful tonight that all of you are here. And I want you to know that, yep, Sharon is launching, and yeah, you may have been invited by a sister or someone who was a part of this movement already. But let me tell you why you're really here tonight. Can I tell y'all? Y'all put yes in the chat. Can I tell you why you're really here tonight? Because we're on the verge of disrupting this industry. Ladies, by 2030, it is already projected by economists and wealth strategists all across America that women will hold over $40 trillion in assets by 2030. That's just 4 years. And what I can share with you is that women are getting ready to evolve in ways like never before in the financial services arena due to the emergence of fintech. What's fintech? That's financial technology. How many of y'all using AI, right? Y'all making them cute little AI pictures online and, making your little cookbooks and things like that. But you need to learn how to leverage AI in the financial space because it allows you to do things a lot faster, gain access a lot faster. And that's what we've done in this platform. So our timing is unmatched, right? We're leveraging financial services and technology because we know that also is going to be a $700 billion space in the next 4 years. So if you're on this line tonight, whoever invited you is they're saying, sis, I'm trying to position you. Now you don't have to get in position, but we're setting sail. The boat is moving away from the dock and we're getting ready to sail off into the sunset. And you heard the song say we building legacy, right? $1.3 trillion comprises the funding space. And many of you are like, well, I don't have a degree in accounting. I don't know anything about finances. That's cool. You don't have to. What you're going to see tonight requires no education. It requires no special skill set except to help people. And if you're on the line and you enjoy helping others, drop a one in the chat. The credit space, at $86 billion space, and you may already have credit repair, great. But what if you need help with your credit? What if you know people that need help with their credit? What if you're a realtor on the line and you can't sell a house unless you got a credit worthy client, a mortgage loan officer? What if you could partner with these entities, even if you're not in that spaces, to be able to show you how to impact and make income at the same time? And that's what we're going to talk about. But I want to focus in on what's happening. The trend is we're woke. Ever since the pandemic, we have been leaving corporate America in droves. Women are now positioning themselves not just to have a job, but they're leveraging their job while they're building their business. Anybody on here got a job and a business right now? Put me. It's happening. So the gig economy is exploding and women are becoming their own boss. Now, we know what it feels like to have a boss, but we're becoming our own boss. And I can tell you that women are the fastest growing sector of entrepreneurship. And so, what does that mean? We're going to need money. We have great ideas. We're coming up. Listen, have y'all seen the trends with the ties and the earrings? And we're coming up with so many ingenious things, but we're going to need capital. We're cooking in kitchens. But what if my vision is for a restaurant? Right? I'm braiding hair in my basement, but what if I should have salon suites and I don't even have to stand behind a chair? That's what leveraging other people's money can do. Listen, that's why I was asking you guys, what are your dreams for 2026? Because I believe that everything you need to catapult that dream is in this room tonight. 2026 is documented as a year where we're gonna see the largest increase in new business startups. And so what does that mean? Not only are we starting businesses at record levels, guys, but you got to help them. And you can get paid to help them. So you're not just joining something tonight. For those of you that see the vision and the value, you're positioning yourself to be front and center for $1 trillion shift. Somebody say trillions in the chat. No income claims, but I want you to know that what we're sharing with you tonight positions you to start your own funding company. right? We're looking at how can you be an affiliate in this space. You got your website created, you got 200 lenders, there's no paperwork. Now y'all know we get tired of paperwork, okay? Kids going back to school, you're like, don't bring another paper in here for me to sign, okay? So no paperwork environment, training, mentorship, even more than that, I'll say community, sisterhood. That's one of the things I appreciate about this. This community of women, we meet every day at 7:30 a.m. Monday through Friday. And I'm gonna tell you, we are empowering each other and being empowered at the same time. So we bring community and fellowship. Some of us, listen, we have the desire to do something big, but we are, round pegs trying to fit in a square place. Some of us have great dreams and ambition, but every time you turn around, the girlfriend circle you got is talking you out of something. She's saying, nah, you can't afford that. No, you shouldn't buy no house. Why buy some land? You shouldn't start a business. Some of us have so much ambition, and God has given us a space here where we can help pull out the best in each other. And that's why I love this movement. So when you start this, you're not just starting a business, you're becoming a part of a family. And guess what? There is no license required, and you can work in all 50 states. So all of those relationships you build, because women, we build relationships. We can go back to high school, we can go back to college, we can go back to our first job, our first marriage, whatever, and we can say, "Oh, I know such and such and such and such," and we can build on relationships because we're multitaskers. We're multi-faceted when it comes to how we communicate. Those are all of the workings for make what makes this an excellent place for any woman to hang her hat. But let's talk about if you're a queen on the line and you need funding. It doesn't matter who invited you. Listen, if you run a business, you need money. Put facts in the chat. If you run a business, you need money because every day we talk to women who are saying, you know what? I've been bootstrapping. I had a referral come to me from a sister. She is a mortgage loan officer. Came across a lady. She said, I know Michelle does funding. I just talked to the lady. She has a beautiful business. She runs an event center. And she was so proud, y'all, that she had built this up $100,000 of her own money. Do you know how that hurt me? I'm like, sis, that's not how wealthy people do it. We take pride in the fact that, oh, we scaled our business by ourselves. But wealthy people, they don't exhaust their cash flow. Are you hearing me? They leverage other people's money. Drop that in the chat, OPM. And that's what we're educating people. Listen, sis, you want to leave your cash reserve for investment. You want to leave your cash reserve in case there's a house that comes up and you need to make sure your debt to income ratio on your personal credit looking right. You want to be able to leverage your business to get your dream car, right? But leverage it through the business. And so we teach people how to access the bank. We teach them how to build their funding because whether you're a small business owner or a big business owner, we have all kinds of programs, guys. We will help fund every business sector except fire, firearms and tobacco and adult entertainment. I mean, I'm sorry, firearms. We can do tobacco, I'm sorry, but an adult entertainment. And it doesn't matter if you need money today. Imagine how many women are in the daycare sector or starting these group homes or, women who need payroll today. We can help you with that. We have 0% APR funding, syndicated lines of credit, term loans, equipment loans, SBA 50478, and more. We're able to help position you so that you're operating in cash flow. I want y'all to do me a favor. Drop this in the chat. CAC. Just drop CAC. Let me tell you, sis, what that stands for. That stands for cash, assets, and cash. That is a formula that every sister on here needs to focus on. Went today with some ladies. Man, it was an exciting journey. I went out with some ladies, and we went and bought some land today, right? And so the beautiful thing is seeing how women who came from nothing are now women who are building something. Y'all, we're always talking about I'll go broke for mine. I know y'all have heard other women say that, right? I'll go broke for mine, but why don't we start saying I'll be rich for mine? I'll build legacy for mine. There should be no more I'm going to take my last and do my last for the kids because all of us are called to have overflow and excess. Amen. All of us are called to have more than enough to be able to go around. But what do you do when the banks are telling you no? What do you do when they're like, okay, well, great idea, Michelle, but you haven't been in business long enough? Well, Dr. Tangela, that's beautiful, but guess what? Your business is not properly structured to be fundable. Or they say, Michelle, I like what you're saying, but baby, that 550 credit score is not going to work here. All of us have seen women denied. We've seen businesses denied. 97% of them, in fact, will fail because they don't have access to the proper resources. And so if you're on the line, sis, you don't have to suffer with bad credit. I like to say bad credit ain't cute. And once you know better, you do better. Many of us, listen, if you were not taught about financial empowerment when you were young, put me in the chat. Most of us had bills in our names before we were 7 years old, right? And then those bills were delinquent by the time we was eight. Okay. Mama didn't play no games. But listen, we don't have to struggle. And I can tell you that we have a platform that will help you position your credit. It will help you access capital. It will help you, manage your debt, track your debt. You have a debt income tracker. It'll help you put your will and trust in place. It'll help you save money when you travel in hotel, air, all of that. Is called our freedom wealth system. Now, if you need that, it's only $189. Listen, it's worth every penny. $99 a month. Listen, it's worth every dime because I can tell you when I had a 550 credit score, it was expensive. Hello. And if you're on here tonight and your credit is not the best or you're not even sure where your credit is, whoever invited you can get you a free, well, it's not free, it's $1. We can get you an assessment, and they'll be able to go in, analyze your data, and leveraging technology, ladies, leveraging fintech, we can spit you out a full report that will show you everything good, everything bad on your credit. It'll show you how your utilization making an impact. It will even show you how your current credit score is impacting what you would pay if you bought a house or a car right now. It's phenomenal technology, but it allows you to face what you're facing. Let's stop being ashamed of what's holding us back, and let's get over those hurdles, right? And think about it. We got the software that's working. Sheila got a client of 134 points. Dr. Tan, 78 points. Myself, 113 points. These are women on the move. Listen, imagine needing a loan, and this sister Monica shows up and boom, she sends you a copy and paste application, and there's 78,000 sitting in your bank account tomorrow. Or if you got to make payroll and you can't borrow it from anybody because nobody has it. And you're like, I can't lose my daycare. I can't lose my cleaning business. And we show up and Zalika shows up with $8,000 for you on the same day within just a couple of hours. And it saves the business. Women are facing issues all the time, even those of us in ministry. Our visions are great. We want to expand. We want to do things outside of the tradition of church, the 501c3. And now we're forming LLCs as ministries, right? Imagine somebody help you got $3.3 million, Dr. Brenda. Imagine Tara showed up and she is a single mom helping kids, raising babies and doing all of that. And she said, look, I'm going to send you this link, sis. And the next thing you know, your contracting business got $28,000 hitting your bank account. These are the type of things that we're doing here. And women, listen, I want you to see yourself helping others with this because it's very simple. You copy and paste if they need our help. But if you need any of this, it's available to you when you partner with us also. Okay. So what you're hearing tonight is you can use the services as a client. Whoever invited you here could serve you as a client, but it's bigger than that. Somebody say 1 million in the chat. It's bigger than that. We're looking to help 1 million women deploy this message of financial freedom and building and scaling and profiting. So we need your help. Okay, we need your help getting the word out. But we have a BCA, which is a Business Credit Academy. One of the young ladies that was with me today, I told her about it. She's like, I need to build up my business credit, yada, yada, yada. I told her about it. I got home and she texted me the link and she said, send it to me now. I'm going to do the annual membership. I was like, okay, no problem. Sending it right now. But what does that give her? It gives her $50,000 guaranteed when she completes this course. So think about how many women aren't properly structured and getting denied. Well, guys, this again, fintech technology, it analyzes the business. It goes over and tell the business from day one what's good, what's bad. And then it runs you through a series of probably 100 and some checkpoints to make sure that business is fully bankable. Meaning you can go to the bank and pull out cash reserve, right? It gives you access to over 3,000 vendor accounts, not what people are teaching on TikTok, whatever, making you go and get all these hard inquiries, right? It's going to show you precisely which vendors make sense for your industry, and you're going to apply for credit in the right order. Okay. When you're building business credit, guys, you don't want to jump all here and there and everywhere because people say, oh, you can build your paydebts. Well, it's cool to have a cute little $1,000 to go to Sam's, but I want $100,000 that got Chase on it, right? That it's a big difference. So this teaches you the right way. It's for any type of business. And guys, this is a 12-month platform that you have. And guess what? Once you build one business, somebody say we can build two and three and four and five. All you need is a skill set. You should have multiple businesses and you should be funding multiple businesses. I got my camera off, but I could show you a stack of business credit cards over here. You should be funding multiple businesses and moving away from your personal credit once you build it. Just leverage it. But this is only $16.99. If this is something you need, take advantage of it. But now, if you come in business with us, we give you a discount on this right here. So the company hook you up, okay? But I'm gonna tell you right now, only if you're a partner. So this is available if you're a partner for half off. But if you're not, $16.99 is still incredible because there are people who charge like 3,000, 5,000. Even I've seen this being sold for as much as 9,997, right? So for $16.99, if you don't have all of that initially, you can break it in payments. But what do? If you decide to partner with Business and Black Femme, you decide to be a part of this movement, all we're going to do is show you how to copy and paste. And most of us, we probably mastered that a long time ago, right? So somebody needs help with any of our services, whether it's funding, whether it's building their business credit, whether it's preparing their credit to become a homeowner, right? I saw somebody said they were going to help 25 women get in position for home, home for the holidays. Well, all you do, sis, when you partner with us is you copy and paste that link, i.e. you refer. You don't do any paperwork. There's no paperwork. Somebody say no paperwork here. There's no paperwork. There's no test you got to take and pass. You are in business today. Okay. Sharon saw this information. Sharon, I always mess your name up. Sharon saw this information last Tuesday. And guess when she signed up? Last Tuesday. So if you are a true wealth builder, don't think about what it's going to cost because it's pennies. You're probably already thinking access to this going to cost you 10 grand. Wrong, guys. We're talking about a couple $100. Listen, you're going to refer. The company has an underwriting team. They do all the work. You don't have to gather any paperwork from your client. You're not getting no tax turns. You're not getting no credit report. Like you don't have to do any of that. The client gets funded and you get paid. Okay. So I don't want to go too deep into training about how you make money, but what I want you to see, it is super powerful. Even if you just made, let's say, one referral for somebody to get a loan, right? You're talking about walking away with $4,000 from just a referral. I don't know if anybody could do that once or twice a month. Put me in the chat. Yeah, once or twice a month. I'm just keep it limited. Or even let me make it smaller. Let's just say a $25,000 deal and you're walking away $1,000 on every referral. That's pretty nice cash. And I don't care if you're making six figures in corporate America. We need extra. We need extra because what we are realizing is that even though many of us have held down jobs and we've been the backbone of our companies, we're seeing pink slips and furloughs. Women are getting walked off their jobs with no backup plan, no insurance, no set. Like we're literally being disappointed at how corporate America is treating us right now. That is why we're turning to entrepreneurship, and entrepreneurship is winning. And in this platform, ladies, when you go out and share this information with other women, no matter what services they need that we offer, the company not only pays you 40% right out of the gate for every referral, they give you points. And those points are just an extra weekly bonus. Now, you might want to make an extra 1,000 a week or 2,500 or how much ever, but the company rewards you. So let's say if you did a loan, that might be 5 points. Or the Business Credit Academy, that's 6 points. So just those two products alone, that's 11 points that you earn on top of your direct commission. So that's the extra $500. What could that pay for? Drop it in the chat. If you were making an extra $500 a week, what would that take care of? Would it be invested? Would it take care of the grocery? Would it pay the car note? We're talking about an extra five because you already made a couple of grand already. Like you already made a couple of grand. I'm just talking about some extra money. Asset, cash, asset, cash. That formula is something that you need to keep in the forefront of your mind. Most of us aren't able to generate more cash because we never build anything that's asset generating. We just stay in a cycle. Rob Peter, pay Paul. Paycheck, pray check. But this is where we break it. Somebody say it's broken. We break it tonight, ladies, because there are women across this country. There are people across this country. There are leaders, community leaders, people in ministry, people who are in lay positions, civic organizations that you could go share this with and tell them about this economic project to bring funding and credit and resources to people. And guess what? Every time you share this with somebody and they lock arms with you, when they make money, you make money. Somebody say we win together. We win together. But if we gonna win, you gotta be in. The I is in the middle. WIN. Okay. I gotta be in order for us to win. And now we're gonna go out here and make a massive, massive movement across the country. And we'll do it state by state, community by community. And it may be a slow build. But how many of you know mass times velocity is the thing we chasing? We want momentum. And we create momentum by working with like-minded women. People who understand that wealthy people understand leverage. People who, listen, anybody on here in real estate, I know we got some insurance people on here. In insurance, you have a broker and there's an insurance agent. The insurance agent writes a policy, the family is covered, the insurance agent gets paid, the insurance broker gets paid. It's the same model as real estate, ladies. In real estate, there's a real estate agent. They're the sales agent. They make money for running around showing houses and taking them to the closing table. The real estate broker also gets paid. But so does the loan officer, the mortgage company, the appraiser, the title rep. See, we've got to normalize understanding that in America, this is a capitalistic society. Listen to me. You're either going to leverage or be leveraged. You got a choice in building wealth. I can stay being the have not, or I can become the have. It's a choice. All of us have a choice. And so once God opens a door for us to get into a network that's like mine, why not go out and build with like minded women? Let's just say I partner with Dr. Tangela. Dr. Tangela made $1,000 this week. She excited. Okay. Well, that's her thousand. She earned it. It's her money by herself. The company's going to give me 20% of that just because I referred her to the platform. They didn't have to go market and pay advertising dollars and get on the radio. So they reward us, ladies. Don't be afraid of a model of business that maybe looks uncommon, but this is what every single business does. Walmart has people who sit at a corporate office, a CEO, a CFO, and every time production happens in a Walmart store in Timbuktu, Georgia, somebody's getting paid every time. We've got to understand business. See, we don't know business. And that's why, this community of women is such an asset to women on here who are just starting. And I'm going to share some testimonies in a minute. But I want you to know that not only that, they reward us for being leaders. Now, if you are a leader in your current profession or in the community or in your ministry, your church, put a one in the chat. Because I know we leaders, all right? All of us, even if you don't have a job right now and you laid off, you still leading something and somebody. Because as women, we're naturally tasked to lead. And not only do we lead multiple people and things at a time, we're skilled and adept at being able to multitask. Well, so this company rewards you for that. If you are a leader, sister, let me tell you something. You can go out there and mobilize a small group. Where are all my Harriet Tubmans in here that said I'm coming for the Freedom Road? Okay. You can mobilize a small group of 10 people and they all bring 15 points to the table. They're going to get paid for what they brought to the table. But if you're leading them, you just brought in an extra $1,000. That's $12,000 a year extra. You can have 30 women you mobilize. Some of y'all are in sororities that your chapter alone got 300 people in it. And if statistics is statistics, I can tell you right now that about 92% of them don't have a 700 credit score. I can tell you it's facts. I can tell you right now that if you went out and mobilized 60 women, whether it's you by yourself or everybody went and got one or two here or there, by the time you got 60 women bringing in 10 points, you're adding now an extra $4,000 a month. There are women on this line, ladies, who decided they were going to take charge of their financial future. And they saw this platform and it didn't take them 6 months and 12 months. Some people it may take longer, but there's some women who said, you know what? I see that $126,000 a month and I'm coming for it. And they came on here and quickly built $1,000 a month extra. This is 5 ways we're getting paid here. 40% referrals, 30% residual. Then you're getting your weekly cab bonus. Then you're getting the check match of 20% through 10 levels. I don't think I said 10 levels. Then you're getting this leadership bonus. That's 5 ways you're earning income just to make impact. Somebody say impact equals income. Because see, I had a mentor. She was an 8-figure earner. She started out as a hairstylist. I'm going to tell you, this woman was married. Her husband was in prison. She had a child who had a physical disability and was in a wheelchair. She had went through a season of losing everything, was living in her van, and she either could have made excuses or she could have made some stuff shake. And guess what she did? She chose to make some things shake. See, I know life is happening for a lot of us on this line, y'all. But excuses and success can't live together. And yeah, I may not have a whole lot of money. Cool, no worries. Well, let's figure out where you land with this platform. Okay. So if you want to partner with us, and stick around, I'm going to share something in a minute. If you want to partner with us and you need to fix your credit, then you want the broker bundle membership. It's going to give you everything, business in a box, your own personal credit fix. It's going to give you your website, everything I shared earlier. And if you want to access that Business Credit Academy, you can actually use a coupon that the company gives you, buy it from yourself at half off, and they still will pay you a commission on it. So you can literally build your business credit, access $50,000 for about 600-700 bucks. Okay. Now you may say, I don't have 289. Well, we're not gonna let that be the excuse. Cause I know a Coach purse costs more than that. I just got my daughter's hair braided for back to school and it was $300. So we're not gonna come up with excuses, not especially because we are now in the second half of 2026. Let me stop my screen for 30 seconds. Put it in the chat if you had something on your vision board or your goals for 2026 that has not been accomplished yet. Put yes in the chat. You had something on your vision board that has not been accomplished yet. I see the yeses coming in. All of us have. Can I tell you that life is going to happen, and the closer you start to get to your destiny, the more things are going to come at you, and that's not your reason to stop pursuing what you had on your vision board. And 9 times out of 10, I ain't gonna ask y'all to drop it in here. I know it's ladies' night because we can get real personal, real sensitive. We got a few fellas peeping in tonight. But I could ask you what those things were, and I bet you 98.999% of it could be solved with some money. I bet you that. Well, Michelle, money is the root of all evil. It's not. It's the love of it, because the Bible says to me that money answereth all things. So 98.999% of what you haven't accomplished this year is probably tied to money. And one of the things that my mentor said, she said, if you're afraid to release money, then that says you're afraid to receive money. You can't expect to build something massive and you won't even put 100 bucks in the ground. But you'll take 150 down here to brunch tomorrow. Or you'll go buy this. Listen, sisters, I'm not condemning you. I'm just being a big sister right quick. You'll take $150 and go buy a denim necktie that got a brooch on it for $150, or a jacket for 300 that on the back it say fierce on somebody's TikTok shop. I'm just saying that's what we'll do. But remember, cash, asset, cash. See, we got to stop moving our money in places where it doesn't come back to us, because other communities of women, they grow their money. See, I don't want us to be a community where our money goes out and it says bye bye and it never comes back again. We are going to be a community of women where our money is growing and we got so much of it, we smashing it together to figure out how we can buy blocks. And it starts right here with one small investment. You decide. Maybe you're like some of the sisters on here. I think, Sharon, I believe you did the annual membership. Am I right? You did the 1097.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
was thinking that. Listen, some
I'm
of
not
us don't want
playing.
that extra on the table. So we knock it on out.
Yes. Yes.
So there's no excuse, y'all. There's no excuse. You pick the plan. We're not forcing anything on you. We're not convincing you to buy anything. What we're saying is no matter which plan you got access to 200 lenders, you got a business in a box, you got systems at work, you got training, mentorship, coaching, and sisterhood. Now, if you need to fix your credit, that's going to cost you a little bit extra every month. But if you can't do that right now, at least start and we can use the revenue you make to upgrade you to get your credit fixed. So at least start. So you see here what's on the screen, but I'm going to tell you, I'm excited because some women have already decided to start. This is where we are. These are some of the places in the country. You can see where we're represented. Scan that QR code. But y'all, this is a baby opportunity. The company is 4 years old. The company is solid. But guess what? There's not enough of us. And I'm going to tell you, whether you are some of these women I want to highlight tonight, or not, you have room at this table. And I want to just highlight every week we're going to highlight some different women, but I just want to take the moment because sometimes you have to see others to see yourself. You're like, okay, well, I hear from the speaker, but I want to know, is it working for anybody else? I can tell you that Freedom Rain, who's a coach and speaker down in Central Florida, complete stranger, we met on Facebook. Okay. She says, I've been in the women empowerment space well over 20 years. I chose this platform to do more than inspire women. I'm here to position them, their families, and their communities to rise and reign financially and economically as a mighty force. I believe when you find a woman, you fuel a legacy. When women win, communities transform and generations thrive. What I want you to know, ladies, is she's partnered with this movement, but her own business and her own brand is right here. Just like Miss Carlotta Ross over here at Carlotta Ross LLC. That is her business and her brand. She says, I've been in the credit business for 8 years. I have 7 years of experience in taxes. She's also multilingual as well. I've always been searching for a way to secure funds for my customers. And thanks to this platform, I now have it and don't have to send my customers somewhere. She just helped somebody get a $9,000 loan. She's in our back office right now. Now, what about Lamika? Lamika Coleman Doss is known as the financial encourager. This is someone who's got in this platform, super introverted. She's a nurse, but now she's a serial entrepreneur. She says, joining the business in black has not only changed my life, but it's positioned me to bridge the gap. I found confidence through business in black. It pulled out a gift inside of me and connected me to my purpose. Through business in black, I was able to connect what I've done for 26 years to the purpose of how I can use it to impact so many. This movement has given me the opportunity to help many get access to generational wealth. She just closed a deal for like $87,000 part-time working, copying and pasting. I don't know if y'all can see yourself copying and pasting and pulling back a $4,000 check almost, right? Being in alignment with people of like minds in this season is a game changer. Let me tell you what I heard in this. Sometimes you're afraid to succeed because you think it's going to require you to talk. As women, a lot of times we'd be like, I'll be the one in the back. No, success is going to require you to move to the front at some point. But what if you had sisters who were giving you everything you needed to build up your confidence? This young lady right here is definitely on her way to the top in this company. And maybe some of us have been through some things. Like this sister right here, Leah. Leah is a corporate exec, powerhouse mompreneur, recently overcame some major things. I mean, she's not the only one that's been through a marriage that don't exist no more, right? But she's not letting it stop her. She said there's power in starting again. And she's using her platform and her voice. She says, I didn't come back to repeat my past. I came back to build something greater. Starting again strengthened my confidence, restored my vision, and reminded me that true success is measured by the lives we impact along the way. I'm building alongside women who refuse to let their past define their future. Women who choose grit. Listen to me. Y'all don't understand that grit. Grit over excuses, purpose over fear, and excellence over average. Rise with purpose, lead with excellence, and leave a legacy. And then I want to share this sister right here, Miss Sheila Pullum on the right. I was already helping people with their credit and taxes, so adding business funding just made sense. Now I'm able to help my clients access the capital they need. Y'all, we're not convincing people to take anything. We're not twisting arms. We're not forcing anything on people. We don't want people to take on anything that they can't afford. We want them to take on what makes them better, what lets them build, scale, and become profitable. What takes them out of red, puts them in black. Okay. So what they need while adding another stream of income to my business, it's been a great addition to what I already do. That's me on the right, very similar to Sheila. Credit and taxes, it gave me the platform I needed. And so what I will tell you guys, even those of you that are in ministry, Pastor Angela Boykin Wiley, she said, I came here to fix my credit. Can we talk about transparency? Because see, many of us are walking around, we won't tell our truth about where we are, but can I tell you that this is a safe place? If you weren't taught, and even if you were and you messed up, it's called life. Some of us have gone through some serious medical stuff that impacted our credit. And some of us just been shopaholics. Now that's a disease too, right? But either way it goes, sis, you're in good company. We're going to help you. So listen what she says. Came to fix my credit. God used it to transform my life. What began as a dream of home ownership has now become purpose-driven mission to break generational cycles, create financial freedom, and help others build wealth that lasts. Today, I am not only living a legacy, I am leaving one. God turned my pain into purpose and my purpose into legacy. And guess what? Sis just got pre-qualified for her home, her and her husband. She was just in the hospital with her husband. Y'all, we're talking about building business on the go. Major, major medical scare, but she was able to take her business with her. And when she wasn't able to be there, we had her back. Okay. And then I'm going to share one more and we out of here because I know time is far spent. But I want you to understand that there's so many women out here and you'll see there's tons of testimonies. We can't tell them all at once because it's too many at one time. But what about Miss Natasha Powell? And I want y'all to see that everybody is branded. So when you come to us, you might not know anything about marketing. Since we're going to teach you, this is the total transformation strategist. This is the connector over here. We're going to teach you how to show up online and be found. You don't have to chase people. We're going to show you how to be hunted by the people that need what you got. You don't have to go beg somebody to fix their credit. Because if it's a 550 like mine was, you begging for help. Okay. But Natasha says being a part of this movement aligns with what I've always been, a connector. And this is Sharon's mentor. So if you partner with Sharon, you're directly connected with Miss Natasha. I believe success isn't just about what you know, but how you use what you know to help others move forward. I love connecting people to resources, relationship, capital, credit, and opportunities that can change the trajectory of their lives and businesses. I'm not a gatekeeper. Now, you heard Sharon say the same thing, right? I'm not a gatekeeper. I believe there's room for all of us to win. Business in Black has given me an even greater platform to connect, collaborate, build, and help others build lasting wealth. When I connect the right people to the right resources, everybody wins. And so I'm going to go ahead, guys, just for the sake of time. But there are so many women that are part of this movement. You know, Tara joining the business gave me the exact roadmap I needed to unlock and repair my credit. We're talking hundreds of points, y'all, here. Lakeisha, Coach Lakeisha, just bought a house, leveraging this. She said, when I joined it, I was, overwhelmed, but coming on board, I was able to fix my credit. She just bought a house, her and her mom. She takes care of her mom. She's able to build part-time income, leveraging this platform. This is the power of what you're seeing tonight. You like to have fun, we do too. We get ready to go to Aruba. You come on board, you can participate in that. It's just all about your personal production. So if you're brand new, you can still compete. It doesn't matter how long you've been here, but I can tell you right now, ladies, the secret to getting ahead in life is getting started. We've been thinking about it. We done prayed about it. It's time to take action. If you're on this line and you are a guest, and I see tons of you here, if you are a guest and you see value in the vision and the trajectory of what this movement encompasses, drop the word value in the chat for me. Drop the word value. Because I've always been taught in the absence of value, people withhold their money. If I don't see no value, I ain't dropping no cash. But I can tell you, as somebody who has invested because I believe in personal development and growth and opportunity, when I see value, I think like Miss Oprah Winfrey. I was in a training. We're done. I was in a training with this guy. His name is Coach C.K. Charles, and he does a lot of wealth education with dignitaries, etc. But he's personally worked with Oprah. And he was sharing with us that when Oprah Winfrey, the billionaires, the Oprah, the one we all know, when she makes a decision, she counts backwards from five, five, four, three, two, one on her five fingers. And in those 5 seconds, she's considering three things. A, does this make sense? B, will it help somebody? And three, will I get a return on my investment? She never asks when. He said she never asks when will I get a return. She just asks if I'll get a return. Some of us can get a return the same day. Coach G is on here, made $3,500 her first week. Some of us on here made zero our first week. It took me 3 months to make a dime. Are you hearing me? Dr. Tangela and I was just in Miami a couple months ago. A lot of us all went down for the Joshua Giles conference, and we met with a gentleman. He was in the industry for 4 years. and had only made $500. But now he's made over 84 million. See, sometimes you just got to know it's not if I'm called to prosper, it's when I prosper. And you got to be here when your time shows up. And I can tell you that right now, the economy is making this right for you. Don't forget what I said. By 2030, sister, women will factually, it's been documented and they've proven it, women will control nearly $40 trillion. And why will they? Because the wealth is moving from the baby boomers, it's shifting down. The third generation is losing it, and it's finding its ways into the hands of women who are perfectly positioned to give them the things that they need to bounce back. This is what this platform is offering to you. So if you see the value, I'm going to open it up, see if anybody has any questions about anything. And I want you guys to get back. In fact, thank the person in the chat. Just say thank you, whoever. Thank the sister. Thank the whoever invited you, because I know some of our fellows support us wholeheartedly. Salute to our brother in the room, Eric Petrosky. Salute, King, for coming in and supporting us. We appreciate you being in the room with us tonight, King. Willie, Willie Itz, we thank you for being in the room with us on tonight. But this is for my girls who ready to run the world. Where y'all at? Because we about to turn some things upside down, inside out, as Dr. Seuss would say. Inside, outside, right side up. Okay? We're about to come get our daddy stuff. Where the daughters of Zalefa had at. We coming to get our daddy stuff. Okay? There's nothing that's being withheld from us. He takes delight in seeing us prosper. It's his good pleasure to see us do good. Okay? But no. So anybody got any questions? We'll stop right here. I know the time is far spent. Any questions, ladies? Look, somebody over here back channeling me to my some how I sign up. You get back with whoever invited you in here. Look, they don't. Oh, it's a private chat. You get back with the person that invited you. So it's very simple. All we do is copy and paste. So you got a copy and paste link to get in here. Okay. We're going to copy and paste you the link to get signed up and you're in business. And then when somebody is ready to start, we'll copy and paste the link to send them. Like we get paid to be master copy and pasters. There's cash in copy and pasting these days. Okay. Cash and profits, C and P, copy and paste, cash and profits. Okay. But we're excited about what we're doing. We're, excited that you guys were here with us this whole time because y'all could have been dropped off. Somebody says, thank you, thank you. Yep, thank you, Dr. Shantina. Listen, if you were invited by Dr. Brenda, this one out here is laying them up, okay? She's playing no games. I remember meeting her, Dr. Shantia, and she was like, I've got to make this work because I got to have one house for each of my grandchildren. And she said, I got to buy 6 properties. 6. And so she has the vision for it, and it's going to happen. So we're super excited about that. So whoever invited you, ladies, get back with them. They'll get you started. If you have some personal questions, iPhone, if you could just let us know who you are so the person will know that you made it here. If you have any questions, if you need to go through that credit analysis, listen, girl, bad credit ain't cute. Let's fix what we're ashamed of. It's okay. We done been there, done that. I'd have had bank reps say I'd have had cars repossessed while we was inside having a meeting. Okay, there's no shame to what God can do because the same time I've had cars repossessed, I've had cars I could write a check and pay off in full. Okay, so we ain't ashamed of nothing that makes up our story because we overcome the power of the testimony. Welcome in, Nene. Dr. Brennan invited her, so you guys, Dr. Brennan, that was Nene behind that iPhone. Listen, I done had lights off in the dark and all of that, and I done paid people's light bills. Okay, so listen, we're not ashamed of our story. In fact, our stories will help other women know they're in the right place at the right time. So welcome to Business in Black. This is the end of the call tonight. Thank you so much. Get back with the person that invited you, and we'll go ahead and get you set up. Remember, you got 3 options. You can come in first level, second level, third level. It's up to you. Just don't not come in if you see the value. Come in and get your training wheels. We got you. Okay. So we'll see you guys at the top. Good night, everyone. Take care. Bye bye. Congratulations again, Sharon, on launching and partnering with us. So, ladies, those of you that are on here now, we'll schedule your launch. And so you can set a custom date. You don't have to do it on a Tuesday. You'll get back with whoever partner you partner with, and they'll set it up. We'll invite your family, friends, and everybody to come celebrate. You will do a private presentation, Q&A, and all of that. She just chose tonight for her launch, but you don't have to wait till Tuesday. If you're coming on board tonight and you want to launch tomorrow, we will launch you tomorrow. Want to launch on Friday? We'll launch you on Friday. We don't have to wait for any particular day. Okay. Welcome
Thank you,
aboard.
Dr. Michelle.
Yes. Yes. Uh-oh. She said my name and then we dropped out. Let me see if she comes back
She
in.
just said thank you.
She said thank
Oh,
you.
okay. I missed that. I thought she was calling my name. All right. Good night, everybody. Take care.
Good
Welcome,
night.
Good
ladies.
night. Thank
Thank you
you.
so much.
Thank you.
Bye.